Hello, everybody. We're gonna try this again, but this time no reaction, and this time just me doing my writings. So, how's everybody doing today? So, I see we have Zach, Garatina, and Kristen. Is my mic very clear, Tim? Can you guys hear me very well? Yeah, just to make sure, so we're gonna do the same thing like yesterday, except without the reaction, so there you have it. Oh, you're doing good, Kristen. That's good. But yeah, I'm just here, setting everything up and just getting a bit of a silencer right now, but overall I'm fine. Guess I can hear you. Okay. So I'm gonna redo what I did yesterday, but thankfully I made a copy of it, so you don't have to worry about saying, oh, I have to start all over by just taking everything off. No, I'm just gonna I've made another copy of the upcoming projects I want to do, so there you have it. My man Maddie's here. Oh, the princess has arrived again. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'd do without y'all. My lovely people. Te amo, mi amor, familia. So, yeah. Oh, don't worry, I can give you Hootie as the door, Garatina. But, yeah, I mean, whichever you guys want me to do, have to do this stream all over without seeing my Yoshi, my baby. I am so stupid today. I'm trying to cheer myself up because of yesterday. But believe it or not, before I get started here, I almost had a panic attack this morning because I thought my channel got terminated out of nowhere, but thankfully it didn't. Thankfully. Because, I don't know why, because it said it didn't load before, but thankfully because when I went on YouTube Studios, I'm glad it didn't take down my channel, but still, it's like, oh my god. Copyright's a fucking bitch. It's a motherfucking bitch. I wish I could go Rambo on it, but I can't. Otherwise, my dad would have been like, my baby's up to no good now, but I'm still loving her. But anyways, yeah, what I'm doing, in case you guys are wondering, I'm basically, let's see, hold on, I'm getting my slides on my phone, so I'll have it ready. Okay, so what I'm doing here, on my here, is the Kin's Power checklist, so that's where I will put in the boxes and I'll add in the Kin's powers as I go along. Then I'll be doing this again, which is me doing these here trading card templates, because I want to show you guys how I do these templates. Considering the fact that I myself love making trading cards, I want to show you guys again, because why not? As well, just use the example I have on my phone as a screenshot to see how I did it yesterday, but I'll probably use a different font. Because the other one just looked dull to me. I want something with more pizzazz, if you know what I'm saying. And the last one here is where I describe the crystal rods I got so far that I have made for my new upcoming characters, which, again, I'll have to describe these characters a little more, so let me show you. Right here they are. So, yeah, I want to tell you guys how I do these here characters. Like, I want to elaborate what these powers can do and such, and who these characters are. So, if you guys are into that, please let me know in the chat. Because I don't want to bore people. I don't like doing that to anyone. I don't want to bore people. I don't want to sound like I'm going on for too long. You get what my drift. I don't want to be a nuisance or anything. Don't like to intervene or whatever. But yeah, this music in the background, if you guys are wondering, it's called Daydreaming, if you guys are going to ask what the background is, because I have a different music thing here, if you guys are going to wonder, but it's StreamYard music, so that's something. But, yeah, so I guess I can start off with the trading card template, because that I want to redo again, since, again, the font itself was really... Like, I don't know what it is. The font I made yesterday was just not that... Okay, so I'll show you an example of what I mean, because I really felt like I did something. I just didn't feel like I did enough with it. So I'll show you the font of what I mean. So, yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by this. So when you look at something like this, I want to try to redo it in a different way, but I'll try to represent it the same way, but when you look at something like this font, I want to try a different font. This just doesn't look like anything special to me. I don't know what it does. It's just like, I thought it looked good in my head, but it just didn't go as well as I hoped it would have. Like, seriously, I want to try a different font. Like, not the lobster font, I want to try a different one. And that was like a bland font to me, so I'm not going to use that. So, yeah, let's get started if anyone wants to see me do me. And you guys can chat while I do this, and I'll be able to read anyone's questions if you guys have any. Yes, no, anything. But, yeah. Because yesterday, once again, I'm sorry I had to take down that stream, because, again, damn you copyrights. You really, like, YouTube, you really hate me for my voice, and I can understand the copyright, but for my voice, it's like, that's a whole different story to read. I don't know what to do with my voice. I've had this since I was 11, so I don't know what to tell you. But let's just do the front first, because the front itself is a lot shorter, and I don't have to drag it on for too long like I did with the back side. But I only did the back side considering it didn't give me that much to go with, I guess you could say that, but it's also because I don't really have that much to do for the front. So let's see, make sure it's symmetrical. Let's see. Hello, BJ. Let's see. Hold on, let me get a bottle of water. Okay. Alright. Hello, Dennis. Nice to see you too. I know it's not much, but I don't know when I'm gonna get more of stuff, so yeah. Let's see. But yeah, okay, so for those who are wondering, I said this yesterday, but I'll say it here again. This picture I have for the front part, it's something I downloaded from Moon's Closet or Bat Doll, because it just looks real nice for a picture font. And keep in mind, these trading cards are not meant to be taken seriously. They're just me doing something with myself, considering I've been making trading card templates and such, considering I'm bored with my life and I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Let's see. Is that good? Let me see. I don't want to make it too big. Let's see. I should really put a title or something like that. I should put like a font title or something on the, like, which one should, like, what should I do? Should I do the top or the bottom for the font title of whenever someone does a trading card? They'll just put their name on there. Like, I'm gonna put something on the top, like a rectangular bar or something. So which one do you think I should do? Like, should I do it at the top or the bottom? Guys, anyone who's still watching my stream that way. Let's see, because let's see, because I'm thinking maybe I should do it at the top, because that way you can just see the name right away, and at the bottom it's like, I don't think anyone's gonna read that name there. So let's see, does this go well? Let me see, does this go very well? I want to see how it looks, the color, because I don't want it to clash in. I don't like that at all. Like, I know I sound like I'm nitpicky at times. I just want to make sure it doesn't clash or anything. Let's see, does it look good like that? Yeah, I think that one just doesn't look right. It just looks like something, like it just blends into, like, I don't want it to blend in with nothing that doesn't have substance or anything. Do I have a periwinkle someplace? Let's see, because I know I had a periwinkle somewhere. Let me see the. Actually, let me see the lavender or something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it lavender because I cannot tell the difference between lavender and lilac for the life of me. I can't. Like, I'll say, oh, it's lilac, oh, it's lavender, and it's like, whatever. They're both baby purple. Actually, now that I think about it, let me erase this moon for a sec. Let me see how it goes here, and then I'll put the moon back. Let me see. Let's see. I think that... let me just see how it looks on my end. So let me see the moon picture again. Let's see, where did I put that moon? Hold on. I have to go to my... Okay, here it is. Because I put it in my gallery when I do this, so you can't see my gallery because I'm doing it on my phone, and you guys can see on my... wherever you see it. Because I have it on my phone that I'm doing this here, but I'm seeing it on my laptop so I can concentrate on both ends and see what the results look like from both places. Yeah, so let's see. I think that looks... Let's see, does it look good? Oh. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Rocky's in the background barking if anyone's still watching this. I don't know how many people are watching, so that's Rocky being Rocky. If you guys are hearing him bark. Let's see. Now the next thing. Now I just need to do the fonts, if anything, so that's why. Okay. Okay, so it turns out I was muted the entire time. I did not know I was muted the entire time. So I'm gonna have to go back to here, so I do apologize. Why? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to try and edit that part if I can, but if I can't, I'm gonna have to stay in. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for doing that to you guys. I thought it was, I didn't mute myself, but I did, because dumbass me didn't know I was muting. But, yeah. I'll just go back to the beginning of anything, so here we are. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to say Phil and all that stuff, and let's see, I will say that, for the gemstones, yeah, like I said, there's Phil the clear quartz, and he has philosophy as his own kin's power, so, yeah, that's something to say, because I thought, like, it does look like white diamonds, and heart to diamond, but I want to keep these as heart-shaped gemstones and just make whatever colors I can think of, because I love colors, if anything, to judge by. Yeah. But yeah, I do apologize for muting myself that much. I thought I didn't mute my, like, I thought, maybe it's because I forgot I muted myself, I don't know. But I do apologize. I'm gonna have to try to edit this if I could, though, so yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Oh my god. But if I can't edit it, I do apologize in advance. But then again, this is one of those live streams where not a lot of people are seeing what I have in store or something. So let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, so there's Ezekiel the Hidden Knight. He's book smart, and he looks like he's the type that doesn't look like he could be a book smart, but he is, because he likes to study about the kins, about immortals, and see what they're into and stuff like that, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, I really do like, how long have we gone on for? Oh wow, over an hour. Yeah, I don't know why I muted myself. I feel like a dumb flamingo there. But yeah, if anything, like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because Hidden Knight itself, I don't, like I said this when I was being muted the whole time, so Hidden Knight, I will say, it's actually one gemstone. I don't really hear people talk about the spodumene class too much when it comes to Hidden Knight and Coon sites, so yeah, there's Hidden Knight right here. But every time I make new characters, I'm just here saying, oh man, I keep making new characters. Why do I do this to myself? Because here's the thing, Phil, their original name was not supposed to be Phil, it was supposed to be Jim, but I changed the name up because I felt Jim was just not really too much for my taking, so yeah. Ezekiel, like, yeah, that's, I will say, when it comes right down to it, he really does know where he's, cracking the books and stuff, he's level-headed and such, but he also likes to keep himself modest or something. He doesn't want to make himself sound like he's being all dorky and such, but he does do that. Okay, so there's Kimmy, who's, I guess you could say Ezekiel and Kimmy, a lot of people thought they'd be a together thing or something like that, but they're not. They're just really lava or magma when it comes to the kin's power, but she's also very tempered, like she's quick to temper, if anything, to judge by. But yeah, I mean, I really think what to say about her is that I'm still thinking what I can say about her, because she's still, like, she and Ezekiel, they're both friends, but they usually like to how do I say this, they like to kid each other around, even if Ezekiel's more straightforward, if anything. So Kimmy, she'll just think he's just thinking too much or anything. Yeah. Then there's Bruce, and like I said from the stream yesterday, but I'll say it here, his dead name was Blair, but he doesn't go by that name, so he goes by Bruce. And he's also has some string or thread as his own kin's power, because I was really inspired by the idea from JoJo, because Jolene, she had thread as her own stand, so yeah, I really like what I do with that because I always like to see what they can do with thread, and to be as accurate as I can, I try to make it look like he can use his thread as a way like Spider-Man uses his spider webs, but I want to do a little different than that, so yeah, look forward to that. Yeah, there's Warren, who was Bruce's then boyfriend, then husband, and I have to say, when I thought of Warren, I was originally gonna make him like say he's just a little a buff or like too bummy or something like that. But honestly, he's a little more level-headed than Bruce at times. But he'll still crack up at times when he wants to. But throughout it all, he's also like him and Bruce, they always call each other baby and everything. Like whenever they're there for each other. And I did say this before. I'll say it here again if I have to. So can I move this here? Let me see. Yeah, I have to, because I want to try to do something right here in the corner, because I want to make something in Moon's Closet and Bat Doll for the characters to say what they look like, because I'm still thinking what they should look like. So yeah, once I do another Flamingo's writing stream, if you guys want to see that, I'll put them in the corner right here, what the characters look like and the final results for, you know, what they'll kind of look like, the results of what these will look like. So yeah, but anyways, here, Warren, he does acid as his own kin's power, so if you guys want to see that first, I don't know if anything, that's really something I really do admire when it comes to acid powers, because I don't know if it's just me, but when I think of acid, I just like using chartreuse as the color for it. I mean, you can use acid in any color, but I would always use chartreuse as that color, so yeah. But honestly, he does get short-tempered if he doesn't get his way at times. Or he'll just act like, oh, okay, let's just gets over with or anything. Like, he doesn't feel like doing anything. But like, he's laid back, he's calm, he's collective, but he'll still act funny when he wants to be funny at times, so that's something. Then there's Marshall, who, for the record, like I said, he's a pretty boy, but in a way that makes him chaotic at times. Like, he'll just use them to his own, like, he'll use bubbles as his own kin's power. Like, I bet some people would say that looks like a pearl, but it's not. That's a bubble right there, guys. Because I love using bubbles as a kin's power too, and he always uses them in versatile ways that he'll use them. Like, he'll use them look like a helmet or something that makes them have air or anything like that. So I guess you could also, I like how I made him look like he's short-tempered. If Barbara, which I'll get to in a bit, looks like Barbara, like when he first started out, he didn't talk too much, but he'll start talking more later on as time goes on. And before you know it, for when I think about Iolite, because I don't know about you guys, but the Iolite gemstone really caught my attention pretty well. Because I don't, like, up there with a lot of other gemstones that are uncommon, this one doesn't get brought up a lot, and I have no idea why. Because I like Iolite. It's a gemstone power, not gemstone power, the gemstone itself, if anything to judge by. But yeah, and he's Barbara's boyfriend, and whenever Barbara does something she's not supposed to do, he gets really mad. Like you know how when female characters usually just go ahead and do just that, they'll just get all crazy and stuff. Like, yeah, he'll act like he's the one, like the pretty boy who's going crazy if something happens. Like, say, what's Barbara doing and all that stuff. Like, he'll get suspicious and everything. But speaking of Barbara, here she is, the one with the kunzite. So hold on, let me see something here, because I'm gonna say when it comes to Barbara, she has plasma as her own power. So hold on, let me just put my laptop on the charger for a sec. So hold on a sec. Okay, so here's Gwen, and like I said, she'll get over emotional and she'll get pass out, but she has snow as her kin's power, so she acted cold in the beginning when she first started out, but over time she started growing more and more attached to Phil because they become partners later on when they were trying to persuade her father and her mother that she's not like she needs to learn the apprenticeship and everything so they can do whatever they can. But what really gets to me about Gwen's character is that she's always using her own kin's power to make as much snow, and she does eat it sometimes because that's how she sometimes gains energy from it, but without snow. And when it's too heated, she'll just pass out, or she'll get I don't want to say it on stream, but something like she'll make her hurt, like she'll get hurt severely, if anything to judge by. So that's what I'm trying to do here. But Chalcedony, like, of the quartz up there with Lola's onyx, I think the Chalcedony really got to me. Like, I always wanted Chalcedony, but I never got it. But speaking of, here's Jane right now. Like, I didn't say this before, but I'll go into her character now. Like, she was actually the first character up there with Phil when I started making these characters. I was trying to make characters in high school. But what really gets to me is that when I first made Jane's character, I did not know if I was going to make her naive, like she's all gully and happy, or if I make her tempered, like she's always seeing so boiled. Like, whenever she has a heart skin power, like when she uses it to her own advantage, she uses it in ways that make her seem like she's going overprotective at times, and she doesn't want anyone to get hurt, because she does act motherly at times. And she does whatever she can to what is it? She'll just like, she almost acts like Spawn in some cases. I love Spawn, so she'll go like she'll wonder why someone called her a disgrace and stuff like that. Because she was the first and only heir to the royalty immortals who got the throne from the opposite side of the family, so that's why. Here's Chelsea, who has water as her kin's power. And she can, like, she usually drinks water to keep herself hydrated so she can make her own kin's power work. But when it comes right down to it, I do like the sapphire I made for her. Like, it reminds me of my Nana's birthstone when I look at it. Though, if you're wondering, I usually try to make these here gemstones by just coloring them and then just making them into sticker, like gloss like this here. So that's how I made them. Oh, well, you know, it's transition. Okay, so there's also Lola the Onyx, and like I said yesterday, and I'll say it here, she's not really a gothic or saying she's lolly or anything like that. She's just really shy and everything, but over time she'll get some character development when she gets to it. But what you need to know about Lola is that she usually has some kind of she'll just usually sneeze or cough rapidly if she uses her kin's power way too much to judge by. So yeah. Yeah. But let's see. I just want to see how much time I have here, so that's fine. Let's see. There's like, believe it or not, Enid and Lola, despite their differences, they actually do manage to become friends later on, because Lola looks up to Enid like a role model, because Enid is rambunctious, and in some cases you can say she's doing whatever she can to protect herself, but at the same time she doesn't like the feel of like, she's like me, she doesn't like anything bloody or anything like that, but she'll do whatever she can to protect those around. And when she comes to having her friends and everything like that, she just really doesn't want anyone to get hurt. Anything, and she has Earth as her own kin's power. Her, like, she'll use it to make into gigantic monsters, or something that can scare the enemy off, anything like that. To be honest. Let's see. But she also, like I said, she has an eye patch over her left eye, if anything. But I'm gonna try and make characters models for these here, because I want to put them at this corner right here. So yeah, once I get those, then maybe in my next Flamingo's writings, because I want to do this more often, and show what I can do with these characters, and just put them in here, so then people will know what they look like. They're not gonna look exactly what they look like for my standpoint, but I'll try my best to, because I'm still trying to practice into doing my own style. There's Spencer, who she's known for using fire for herself, and for Spessartite, she's like up there with Kimmy, Spessartite, and Garnet. Like, those are my favorites out of the Garnet family. But yeah, originally I didn't know what to say for an orange gemstone, considering the fact that I personally felt like a lot of what is it? Like, when I look at the Spessartite, it just seems to me that they really they do whatever they can to like, she does whatever she can to make it like she can just use her own fire to not cause any damage, because she's always afraid to think that her kin's power might cause damage to humans, despite what they may think of her. Because keep in mind, these here kin's powers are what made them outcasts to begin with, and what made them so different from the rest. So that's why they're trying to not to have humans and I think that they're monsters or outcasts or anything like that. So that's something there's we heard. But Spencer also has a crush on Walter that I didn't say before, but like I said yesterday in the live stream that I take down, but I'll say it here. Walter was actually my girlfriend's favorite character I made, but he's also known to be morbid, sarcastic, cold at times, and quiet when he wants to be, but at the same time he really does care about those around him when he really wants to connect the souls, because if he uses too much emotion, he'll go all crazy and stuff like that, and no one likes to see that from him. But I do like the aquamarine here that my girlfriend likes, it fitting considering my girlfriend's birthstone is an aquamarine, so at least she actually has a character that she likes, but that actually has her birthstone. But yeah, aquamarine, like Walter's aquamarine, like he'll have souls as his kin's power, and he'll use that to his own effect. But one thing you need to know is that he doesn't like to talk a lot, if anything, but he'll only talk when he wants to, like when he feels like it. But he'll just mostly act all monotone, his raspy voice, but he'll still care at the end. There's this character Vivian the Citrine, who for this, like I said, I wanna before I made a Topaz character, which won't come out till I do these covers. Citrine is a character I personally feel like I don't really like. Originally I was gonna do Topaz as a character for this character, if anything, but I didn't know I was gonna create a Topaz character until later on. So yeah, whenever I do Roxanne's characters, that will be one of them. But Vivian here, she's a Citrine character of her own way, and I do like what I have with her, because she's really known to have like, she's, a lot of people think she's dumb, but she's actually naive, because she doesn't know how to fully control her or grasp her powers just yet. She's still in the process of what she's able to do with herself, if anything. But when it comes right down to her lightning, I don't know if it's just me, but lightning's always been a power that I wonder what would like if to have, but I know I'm not gonna have that. Like, I don't know why, I just love seeing powers on so many characters I never get to experience that much with. Then we also got here's Angelique here. Like I said, she's an Aries, but she's also, like, out of all the Aries in the series, she's the one that they treat her like she's the outcast, because has ice in her own kin's power, so they think that she's too cold for them to be friends with. But while she does act cold towards some others, it's not that she doesn't like being friendly, she just doesn't know how to respond at times. And she doesn't know how to deal with her kin's power from time to time. But what really gets to me about Angelique's power is that I do want to say when I created her character, she really does seem like the kind that I would say she doesn't sound like you want to mess with, but at the same time, she's just trying to find her own footing as far as I can tell. Here's Kiara, who's she's ace and aromantic, if anything, but she's also into music. But that's what got her family to question, like, why does she want to find someone for herself? But beyond that, she'll just do whatever she can to. Oh. Hello, Creative Webs. Nice to see you. But yeah, when it comes to Kiara's Kin's power, she's known for her. She'll use plants, and but she'll also use her sound wave, if anything, for music because she loves to sing. But unfortunately, people treat her like she's like they're always asking, why doesn't she just find romance? If that's because a lot of immortals find romance, but not her. She's just not into it as much, and she just goes, "I'm not into it. I'm more in love with music and such." But she also can be stubborn, laid back, and too quiet for her own good, Kiara, but yeah. But I like the emerald I have here. Like, if you were to ask me what kind of gemstones I'd like to make in my writings, I think it would be emerald, ruby, or sapphire, and later on you'll see the amethyst here, so yeah. But another thing, too, about Kiara is that, she is always quick to argue whenever she doesn't get her way, or she puts her foot down. I'm here saying, is that what tours are like? Because I'm gonna have to look up their. Oh, I see Creative Webs. Oh my god, I'm glad you weren't here before because I accidentally muted myself for a long time, so I had to start from all the way through again. Because I don't know how many people are watching. I'm just here. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. But yeah, but here's Harriet the Tourmaline, and I will say when I made her character, I do like when I made the Tourmaline, I didn't know what color to make because I know Tourmaline comes in many different colors, but I want to use pink because it reminds me of my necklace. Like, you can't see it in real life, but I have a necklace around my neck that has a heart, has pink tourmaline stones, and has flamingos on it. But what happens with Harriet when she uses her psychic powers, if she follows in too much of her own head that she can't let out, she'll just grow a massive headache, and it'll hurt her to the point where it'll seem like either a migraine or an aneurysm. So that's why she has to let it out, how she's predicting something, because if not, she's gonna cause a massive headache. It'll hurt her more and more as time goes on. Yeah. Decided to check in, drawing. It was just at work, as slow as usual. Oh, like, I feel bad. It must be slow when it comes to working a lot of places, because whenever I'm talking to my mom about working at a clothing store, she'll just say, it was slow and stuff like that. Because I know I work as a babysitter, but that's like it's only slow because I don't know what to do or something, or whenever I want to play with my nephew or something. Yeah. Let's see. There's Dawn the not Tourmaline, what the fuck? Dawn the Tanzanite. And in 2021 alone, when I was creating Dawn's character, I did not know I wanted to use him, because up there with Marshall, he's a pretty boy, but to a fault, because he's usually more carefree. Like, where Marshall's more chaotic when it comes to his pretty boy nature. Dawn will always use his pretty boy nature to a fault, to the point where he'll just act all carefree and think that, oh, you worry too much. But he'll also be all honest to a fault. Like, it's not supposed to hurt his people's feelings. Oh, hey, Stuart. But when it comes to Dawn's character, he'll just, how do I say this? When it comes to Dawn's character, he'll act like a pretty boy when he wants to be, but he's only doing that so he can be blunt and just tell them the truth about how they're really feeling at times. Like, I'm still thinking of what to say, because he's, like, up there with Walter, he'll hang out with him, but whenever Walter talks all morbid, like, here, I'll show you Walter for a sec. Because I want to do, like I said, I want to do Moon's Closet and Bat Doll and put him over here in the corner right here, so I can show what they look like, but I have to make them first. It'll take me a while, but I'll do them anyway. But yeah, what happens here is that Don right here, he's like, he'll just act like he's too honest for his own good. Like, if he says something, he's not trying too honest. He's not trying to hurt people's feelings. He's just honest to a fault that makes him blunt. But that's just part of who he is at times. And finally, for now, there is Naomi the Amethyst, and where Kiara and is always saying that she's not into romance, Naomi's the complete opposite. She's complete boy crazy at times. But Kiara and her and Naomi, they'll always argue, but there will be times where they'll stand up for each other, but it's only in the matters of time. But I don't know why. Every time when I look at Kiara and Naomi's friendship, I think of it like it's inspired by how Zoro and Sanji always argue with each other. If you recall from One Piece, they always argue like that all the time. Like, they always say things. Like, the way they bicker just made me laugh a lot of times whenever I watched One Piece. But Naomi, she's boy crazy, she's flirty, she's into fashion, and she'll always act all like a big sister. Like, she'll always call those around her sis when they're friendly towards her. But if it's someone like Kiara, then she'll just never call her sis. She'll just say, like, she'll say something else, like, she'll just call her by her real name, or say Miss Spoiled Princess, or call her any kind of name, because she doesn't call her sis that much. She just likes to argue with her at times. Where all the other characters are just, you're saying, oh no, here we go again. But so there is a character who falls in love with Naomi, but Naomi doesn't know how to feel about it, because she's just here saying, should I like this guy? Because I don't know. Because it makes her question at times. But as for, yeah, I will say, like, I'm gonna go back to the crystal rods for a sec. So I did do the Kin's Power checklist, but I'll probably do the colors more later on. But let's see, there's the crystal rods here, the new ones I made here. Okay, so technically I had Miles before, so I'm gonna go over these one by one, so let's go over them. So right here, the one I'm pointing at right now, the tan one, right here is where I will say that at first glance, I didn't know if I want to include Yolanda, because she has sand as her own Kin's Power, but by the time I was making her, I was just thinking, should I make sand as a Kin's Power? Because I know it's not an element, sand. Yeah. Trying to perfect this drawing I'm doing. Well, I believe in you, Creative Webs. I hope it works out pretty well. Because I'm gonna be making my characters and putting them in the Art Sanctuary, and maybe I'll show them off in Maddie's server. I'll have to see. But I'll have to make my own characters. I have to see what I can do with them when I make my own characters on Moon's Closet and Bat Doll. Because I'm still thinking, how can I make these characters and such. But hey, it's worth it, I'll say. But yeah, Yolanda's character, I will say when it comes to her sand character, like, she has sand as hers, and she'll use it to a point where she can... Ooh, pretty. I'm glad you think they're pretty, thank you, Creative Webs. But yeah, when it comes to having their crystal rods, like, I'd love to make crystal rods for each of my characters. I don't want them going without them. But what you need to know about the Sand Kin's Power, at first glance, I didn't know I was going to use it, because I like pearls, and pearl is the gemstone I'm using, because why not, I'd say. But I will admit, I didn't know I wanted to include it, because some people say when I made this, they say it's beige. I'm just here saying it's tan. I don't care if you call it beige, it's called tan. Fight me. Oh my god. Like, I shouldn't be saying that, but that's just how it can be. I was like, fight me. It's called tan. Or khaki or whatever. Like, I like tan as a color for one of my characters. But yeah, I mean, I will do more with Yolanda. I'm still in the process of making that, along with the what is it? Oh yeah, the book covers and crystal rod backgrounds. I'm still thinking of those. The gold one here, her name's Roxanne, and she can turn anything into gold. Like, almost like how, I don't know if anyone's heard of the story of King Midas. I don't know for sure, but I've actually heard of the story. I actually seen an adaptation of King Midas when I was a kid on Happily Ever After, Fairy Tales for Every Child, and I love the power of gold, especially because too much gold can lead to greed or something. But she actually uses it to freeze her enemies, and then she'll turn them back to normal just so if they learn their lesson or something, or maybe she'll I'm trying in the process of thinking what kind of use for the Roxanne, because I'm still thinking what to make for her. But Miles, I actually will admit, I did not know I was going to make this character as a canon, because originally I wanted to make him as an off character, but now that he's canon, I want to make him, like originally I was going to say the astronomy is what his power was going to be, but I changed it up to make it healing, considering that I like healing powers, but one thing's for sure, when he uses too much of his healing powers, it might overwhelm him, or sometimes he doesn't know how to function them properly, because he's still in the process of, like, when you look at him, like, I would say this, in my story, I want to try to make them as big as I can with them, but I have yet to do their structures if I can do that. However, when it comes to Miles' character, for Pat Paracha, for his own character, he's like, when you look at him, he looks like he's the shortest and the youngest, but he's actually older than he appears, because these characters are what, like, over thousands of years old, I say. So that's why I say they're immortals, if anything, but they'll turn to statue when they have enough memories bottled in their minds. But one thing's for sure, when I made Miles' character, I will admit, I want to do some, like, I tried to do a Robert Paulson impression, but I couldn't do it for the life of me. I'm so bad when it comes to making voices at times. I only make my own voices. Oh my goodness. Because my voice impressions aren't all that special, so that's why. Oh, that scared me. I thought I heard something. Let's see. There's Teresa right here. She has toxic as her own poison or toxic powers, but she's not using them to say she'll say kill them right away. She usually just like, here's the thing: when she has her toxic or poisonous powers, she'll just try her damnness to make sure no one gets in closer to the enemy. But it's usually she'll know how to knock them out at least, and if she accidentally kills them, she doesn't know how to deal with it, because I'll remind you, these immortals are all outcasts. They still don't know how to function their powers when they first awaken, and still manage to try whatever they can to do whatever they have in their own advance. So Teresa, like, originally I was gonna make her like have Swamp as her own kin's power, but I scrapped that because I don't know what to do with Swamp other than I think of Swamp Thing when I think of that. Because I don't know if anyone's heard of Swamp Thing. Because I've heard of it, I've seen a little bit of the live action series that came out in like a long time ago. I don't know what year it came out, but I know I watched it on H&I, but other than that, I don't really have that much to say. Let's see here. Let's see, what else is there? Okay, so I don't know if I should call it Lilac or Lavender, but this is Zoe, the one with the phoenix symbol right there. But she has slime as her own kin's power, and she can use it to trap enemies. She can do whatever she can if let's see, what can I say about Zoe? She's, like, at first glance, she seems all antagonistic, but she just doesn't know how to talk to humans, because humans themselves always think that she's being mean, but she just doesn't know how to interact with them, because a lot of these immortals just don't know how to talk to the humans at times. That's why they always live in Rainbow Academy, a school where only the immortals live in that. Lilac is a bit brighter than Lavender, I think. Yeah, I still don't know what to call it yet, because I don't know what it looks like on anyone else's end, but on my end, on my laptop, it looks like I think a little like a lavender, I think. I'm colorblind. I think I could be colorblind at times, so I can't say for sure. But her gemstone is a Charoite. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this though. So I said pearl for Ameth, and for Yolanda, and Miles is a Paracha, but for Roxanne, I was thinking of making her a golden topaz, if anything. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks for saying that. But yeah, I mean, when it comes right down to it, I'm still thinking of a golden topaz should be for Roxanne. But as for Teresa, here I will say her kid's power is like, okay, her gemstone is called an appetite. So yeah, that's what it's called. Sounds great. Thank you. And let's see, Chairite is for Zoe, and finally there's Ursula, because I love the name Ursula. I don't care what some people say. I know some people can say they're gonna think of the Little Mermaid, but come on, it's a real name too. But Ursula here, she has the power of flowers. It's her own good, but I want to try to do it in some. Like, I love flower powers because welcome back, Kristen. But yeah, if anything, I just think the flowers themselves, I would say that she uses them to, like, Ursula does use them to distract anyone. Like, say, she'll flirt with them, then she'll use them to her own advantage. But I'm still thinking of what to do with her kin's power. Because, again, these characters are going to be canon. Because I thought at first I could make them, like, say, one-offs. But, I mean, I want to make every character have their own story. I just have yet to think of what I can do. Ursula is the name of the bear villagers in Animal Crossing. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on now. Ursula's a nice name. Like, why not? I love the name Ursula. I think it's my favorite name that starts with the letter U for a girl, if anything. But if it was for a boy, then that would be Ulysses. But her power is her gemstone for Ursula would be a rose quartz, considering that rose quartz, like, I know some people are gonna think Steven Universe, but I still love gemstones, because here's the thing. Speaking of Steven Universe, that's what got me into having me obsessed with gemstones. Like, I have a encyclopedia of crystals on, like, in real life, where I look at gemstones. It's pretty cool. Besides, Ursula's an icon. She is an icon. Like, you can't deny that. Like, seriously. Yeah, but yeah, I already did this before. I don't know why I muted myself for a long time, but I will say this is the trading card template I made for the elements. If anyone wants to use this, they can if they want to, but I'm still have this here if anything. Yeah. But how long? Oh my god, like an hour and 44 minutes. Oh my god. Cause I went to check out how much time. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Let's see. As for the checklist, however, I will say the checklist itself. Hold on, can I make it a little wider than that? Cause let me see. I don't want it to be too disjointed. Okay. I miss Steven Universe. That was my favorite show of all time at one point. Yeah, until you turn to the Owl House. I'll say that, Kristen. But what I have to say about the checklist here, originally I don't, like, well, if I put the colors on here, I guess I can add them onto here, so I guess I can do that, and you guys can chat in the, if you want to see what colors I put on here, and work from there, if anything. Okay, so I can have colors that I already saved on my phone, so I can just add them onto there. I'll have to make sure they're symmetrical, because I don't like something that's asymmetrical. I'm definitely a kid that way. Like, I don't know why. Like, when I was 19 or 20, I started watching Soul Eater at that time, and that's what got me more into... Like, okay, Pokemon was my first anime, and I did have other anime, but... Soul Eater was the one I always go back to, because when I say something, I say I need it symmetrical, I think of Death the Kid after that. Because he was my favorite character in Soul Eater. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Actually, come to think of it, should I actually put their Kin's Power name on the checklist here, so then you guys can know which one's which or something? Because I don't know if I should do that behind the scenes, or if I should just if I should do it here, because I've been streaming for almost 2 hours already. Let's see. Next up, now I need seafoam green. I need. But speaking of the Owl House, yeah, in the server that that's my friends and I, because I have a private server for reasons, but my friends and I were watching the Owl House, and we were just having a blast that time last night. Like, I could not for the life of me. I felt like it's like a watch party, like a watch party with friends that I've always wanted to have, but I never get to do that apparently because I don't know who to go to when it comes to watch parties. Let's see, seafoam green. I need to get that. I don't know if it's just me, but I find seafoam green underrated. I don't really hear people talk about it that much. Because I love a lot of shades of green, just like that. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, Maddie just came in, like, oh my god. Like, I was like, oh my god, we're dead. Because we kept teasing around. We were calling him a princess. It was, like, so funny. I was like, oh my god, we're dead. Yeah, I can't wait either. I just need to, actually, I think I need to make a list for my mom if she wants to do something with the food stamps or something first or anything, but I know I have to make dinner later on, but yeah. Oh my god, like, watching the Owl House is, with friends, I mean, better than that, you know who, I will say that it's pretty fun watching the Owl House with friends, and we should do, like, other shows too, if anything, like, if anyone is interested in that, in my server, if anything. Like, Galva just put it on there, and speaking of Galva, I'm surprised he didn't show up yet. Like, I saw Galva's notifications on my server, but beyond that, I don't know if he's busy or anything, but yeah. Because I will say, when it comes... Poor Maddie falls victim to our antics. Hey, well, at least it's a funny way of getting into our trap instead of the other one, I'll say. Because that other... we don't want to talk about, I will say... just doesn't like the Owl House because, oh, Amphibia's better, and here I am saying, I don't know if it is better because guess what? I can't watch it because of you. Oh yeah, I see that right now. I can't be in your chat, Flamingo, because my phone is being stupid. I'm sorry. Oh, well, I feel bad that he can't join in then because I saw it on. Yeah, I love to watch The Amazing Digital Circus and Knights of Guinevere with you guys. It was pretty fun too. Yeah. But speaking of Knights of Guinevere, I mean, I know it's just the pilot, but how many guys are excited when it's actually greenlit after that? Like, seriously, I want to see more of what's going to happen with what Andy and Frankie, like, what they're going to do in there. Because I want to... like, even, what's her name? Emily? I think, isn't that her name? The girl from the beginning? Because, what's it? Big same. Because when I look at Knights of Guinevere, I'm just here saying that, I want to know more about Emily as well. Like, well, what does she do to Guinevere? Like, what is she gonna do to this poor robot? Because I'm so hyped to see what's gonna happen next. I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then all of a sudden, it's like, seriously, I'm just like, oh my god. I know Dana Terrence has to cook first, but come on now. Like, I want to know what's gonna happen. Like, right when they show what's happening in there, I'm just all super psyched. But I want to get the... Okay, because I get mixed up with girls named Emily and Olivia, because I just get mixed up, because I get mixed up with both those names for some reason. I don't know why, and they're not even that similar. I don't know why I get mixed up with those two. Yeah. Galva just says hi, Flemmy. Yeah. You can say hi to him back. But, yeah, I'm sorry if Galva can't join in the chat, if anything. But, hey, at least he's, watching it, I suppose. I think he said that when I was looking at my notifications. Right there. But I don't know why I get mixed up with both Olivia and Emily. I always get mixed up with both those names for some reason, and they're not even similar with each other. Like, I always get mixed up between those two, and I'm just here saying, maybe it's because of how I had little Pet Shop pets, and I always named them whatever names that are real and some that are fake, and I'm just here saying, hey, that's, maybe it's just me, because as a kid, I had two little Pet Shop pets, and named them both Emily and Olivia. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know why. It's just, my brain is always backwards. I watch over your stream like a guardian angel or demon. I don't know. I messed up the joke. Ah! I saw that on. It's okay. I sometimes mix up names too. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know why. I get mixed up with names a lot at times. Like, it's just. I guess that's just how I am at times. Let's see. I need chartreuse. I need. It took me a while to remember when my friend's name. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just me, but now that when I like back then, I only had trouble with because I had so many people that I talked to at that time. I just said, "Wait, what's your name again?" But if it's like a name that I can contact on, I can remember them. But if it's something like in person, I'm just here saying, "Wait, what's the name again?" I don't want to sound rude. What's your name again? Like, seriously, that's just how I am at times. I don't know why my brain thinks like that. Oh my god, how much... Oh my god, like, I was looking at Giratina, how long has he been streaming, and he's, like, over 7 hours. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I don't... How does your eyes not get sore? If I stream for that long, I know my eyes are going to be sore for a long while. My eyes are really that bad at times without. I know I wear glasses, but still. My eyes get sore very easily if I look at the screen too much at times. But now that I think about it, aside from that, I have to say Glitch really knows what they're cooking when it comes to making all their shows, if anything. But I'm gonna feel pretty sad once the Amazing Digital Circus ends, because 2 episodes after after 2 episodes, it's gonna end. I'm like, oh no, I don't want the show to end, because, like, seriously, the show itself is so damn good, and they're gonna be ending it right away, and I don't want them to end it, but I get why they would. I get why they didn't want to do it, so I can understand it. Because I actually loved all the characters and what they're all doing. Like, I always wonder, like, maybe it's just me, but after watching the episode 7, I'm just here saying, what's Kane's motivation? Like, what is he doing? Some of the Amazing Digital Circus voice actors. Yeah, that was awesome. Like, I did not expect them to go into ASDF movies. And I like it. Sounds like they're. I don't know why. Every time I listen to a character's voice that sound similar, I know they're played by the same person, but I'm just here in my mind saying, "Oh my god, they possess someone. They're possessing another character. Help them." Like, I get that voices are very distinctive from time to time, but still, that's just how I talk at times. I just think, oh no, they're possessing them. Let's see, Periwinkle I need. Here it is. Because, as much as Kane would definitely possess someone. Yeah, I think he would, because here I am. Every time I watch the Amazing Digital Circus, I steal cheese. You can't catch me. Oh my god! I thought you were gonna come with the. I know Galva can't. I don't know if Galva heard me or hears me in the stream or anything. But if anything, I'm just here saying, like, what about that meme? Like, I don't know if anyone's seen the meme or anything, but has anyone seen the meme where they go, oh boy, cheese, and after he puts his finger in the mousetrap, it's like so funny. He's like, oh boy, cheese. Ah! I hear a siren. Yeah, that was from outside. There's a someone driving by. It's either an ambulance. I think it's an ambulance that drove by. But I have the drapes closed because Rocky loves to bark his ass off whenever he or bark or howl or something. I am not good with words. Oh, yeah, you can hear me, Galvatris. Thank you. Because I just love that meme where they say, "Oh boy, cheese!" Ah! Like, oh my god, it was so funny. After I watched it from Party Crashers, I'm like, I'm gonna look at that meme up, and it was so funny. I could not stop laughing. I showed my Nana. That's dogs for you. Yeah, they always love to mimic the siren. Let's see. Now I need blue. I'm feeling blue today. Though when I put red, are you ready? You know, every time I say "Are you ready?" I want to sing it like how Keith David did it when he played Dr. Facilier so badly. I love that song so much, but I don't hear it that often for myself. I don't know why I don't put it on for myself from time to time. So I love Dr. Facilier. He's like probably one of my favorite Disney villains from a Disney princess movie. Black and neon. Wait. Oh wait, no, I need blue. That's what I need. Cause I had to look at the screen. Like, are you ready? Are you ready? Respiration. Oh my god, I can't remember the lyrics, but I listened to the song a lot as a kid. I thought Winter never did that though, and I got Friends on... Yeah, I love that song, Friends on the Other Side. Like, honestly, of all the Disney villain songs, I don't hear people talk as much when it comes to Friends on the Other Side, and I'm just here saying, what if that was Husk or Spawn, both of them, like, singing that song? Because Keith David is, yeah, you said the words right in my mouth, Kristen. Keith David is a legend. Like, I want to listen to more of his performances, but thanks to you-know-who ruined Amphibia for me, I can't listen to the voice in Amphibia, because, yeah, I know he played a character in there. I'm just here saying, why did it have to be ruined by my enemy? Like, I know he's not really my enemy per se. Like, he's not the enemy that I told him to, but still, like, his white knights go after me every now and then. Let's see, what's the next color? Use black. I need. Let's see, where's black? Where are you? Okay, here it is. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's too much at once, so for that. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's too much at once at times. Oh my god, like, yeah, he's also the cat in Coraline. Like, I can imagine all of Keith David's performances, were all there, if anything, when all Keith David's performance, and they all sing Friends on the Other Side. Because I love Keith David's singing voice. It's like so mesmerizing that you cannot unhear it, if anything. But speaking of Spawn, though, I really have to admit, like, I know Todd McFarlane's doing other stuff, but even so, I'm just here saying that, Todd, please get back to making Spawn, because I want to see the ending to that series, but we only got 3 seasons, and how many, let's see, how many episodes were there? I think, hold on, there were 3 seasons. I think there were 6 episodes in each season. I could be wrong, because it's been a while since I last watched Spawn. Because I love that series. I know it's not for everyone. I know that it's hard to watch at times, but I watch it. Because he's like my favorite anti-hero, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't talk about anti-heroes that much, but that's where I got the inspiration for Jane's character for my writing, because she's an anti-magical girl, because she's a magical girl, but she's also, she acts like Spawn in some cases when you mess with her shit or something. That would be an awesome AMV, Keith David singing character singing Friends from the Other Side. Yeah, that would be a really awesome thing to listen to. I really would love to hear that. Like, hope you're satisfied, and if you Don't blame me. You can blame it on my friends on the other side. Like, seriously, I love that song so much. Like, I haven't listened to that song in years. I've only been like, I think I was like 10 when I first watched that movie with one of my older sisters, and oh my god, I loved it to bits that time. And I watched it again last year to see how well it holds up, and it still holds up pretty well. Just too bad I don't watch it that often because Disney Plus likes to say, oh, let's use AI. Like, fuck AI, I don't want to hear it. It's one of my favorite Disney songs. Yeah, I have a lot of favorite Disney songs, but villain songs are always the ones I've always connected with so much that I want to say, how do you do it? Like, how do you connect this so much? Like, I always like to listen to songs in my own spare time, because that's how I am. When I want to calm down, I just put on the music or something. I was 12 when I first saw The Princess and the Frog. Yeah, I mean, the movie came out in... When was it? 2009, was it? Because I know I saw somewhat of a trailer of it on a Bolt DVD when I was a kid, and the results were different. And also why Keith David show up in Disney properties that involve frogs. I don't know, but maybe he. But I don't think Spawn has any frogs. I don't think they do. Not that. I don't think Coraline has anything to do with frogs, because he played the cat in there. Because Keith David, I'll still listen to him no matter what. Let's see. Where's that other? Oh, I need yellow, or no, not yellow. I need turquoise. That's what color I need. Just to make sure I have all my colors lined up. Let's see. Keith David is king. King Keith David. Oh my god, I love Keith David so much. I know he's not getting any younger, but come on. I mean, I love his performances in Hazbin Hotel. We played Husk, because Husk is my spirit animal. He speaks my mind sometimes. When I'm not in the mood, I'll put Husk in to say what I'm feeling sometimes. And for the people, when I'm saying, okay, here's my mood today. Yes, yeah. But by the way, speaking of villain roles, I think whenever I think of Keith David, I just think that, yeah, his voice was actually perfect for Dr. Facilier, and I think that was my introduction to the guy as a kid. I can't really remember if that was. I can't quite remember if that was my introduction to him, because every time I say I have an introduction to a character, I just go say, no, that was my introduction. I have to go back further than that. I only watched season 2 of Hazbin Hotel because of Husk. Yeah, I love Husk. He's my favorite character in all of Hazbin Hotel. Like, people always say Alistair or Angel Dust, but I'll always have Husk as my favorite. Like, maybe it's just me, but I'm always Husk in real life at times when I'm just... Like, even when he says... When Vaggie says, Husk, can you not put the script... I think she said, Husk, can you not put the script to your face? And then he goes, I ain't no actor. I can't memorize this shit. And I'm just here saying, that's me right there. I can't memorize shit at all when it comes to writing a script. I can only memorize things that happen when I see it. I can't do it when I'm writing them down or something, unless I have it down for myself. But if it's like an actor, I can't do it. Like, I'm like, I should say that to someone, like, I ain't no actress, I can't memorize this shit. I should do that to someone if they ever ask me to do a voice line. I'm just here saying, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care for Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss. It's not for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not into Hell of a Boss, but Hazbin Hotel, I will say, that's why improv exists. Wait. Am I the only one who absolutely adores Love in a Bottle from season 2 of Hazbin Hotel? Like, I've had it on repeat since it came out. I need to listen to that. I mean, why am I so slow with life? I need to get back to listening to Keith David's performances at times. Oh, yellow. I forgot. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I need yellow. Like, seriously, I like him singing that song and, what's that song? Oh, Loser Baby. How could I forget? Loser Baby, his performance in there was actually pretty good too. Though I wouldn't past judging what Limus said, Limus the Slime, which if you don't know who that is, I'm not gonna say because she's been in enough controversy already. Of how she says about how the song doesn't sound like it does what the message does. It's like, what? Let's see. I want to try and... I guess I could show you guys any other stuff I want to do for my characters, I guess, but I want to get this out of the way first, the Kids Power checklist where I have all the colors so I can make sure that they're ready. And losing streak, criticize has been all you won, but it's got... Yeah, season 2 has... I mean, the song that got me invested, I mean, I know it's a popular song in season 2, but yesterday, it was either yesterday or the other day, I was listening to Gravity, and I could not stop listening to that. I'm just imagining the song in my head, what happens if, it was, an animatic on someone else's end. I'm just here saying, I want a animatic of someone doing something like that. That's, like, so cool when you look at it. It's like an animatic with their own characters, or any other spoof that they can think of. Because the Gravity is the one I always gravitate on more than I thought I would have. I guess it's because of the beats or how Lute went through what she went through with the Atom. Like, she still misses him. Yeah. But I will listen to the songs. That's like something I'll never stop listening to when it comes to Hazbin Hotel. I'll always like to listen to music or something. What color was that next? Oh yeah, pink. Not pink, I need green. Next. I need green to be my next color for the checklist. Oh my god, I really need to say that more often. I can't stop thinking of Keith David's performance. I ain't no actor, I can't memorize this shit. It's kind of ironic considering that he's an actor himself. Let's see, pink I need now. Hot pink. Alright, there we go. Let's see. By the way, I don't know if anyone, I don't know if he's still if he's in his server, or I don't know if he's doing something else, but I'm like, how's the princess doing yet? Oh my god. Because I'm just here saying, man, I mean, I wish Manny was in my live stream then more often, but we can't have everything like that. Let's see, what color do I need next? Oh yeah, violet I need. Oh, here comes another siren. So, beware of Rocky's howling. If he does it. What, no howling this time, Rocky? There was a siren that was coming and you didn't howl. The princess is doing his own thing, probably, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not forcing him or anything, I'm just curious, that's all. Because I could be a curious flamingo. Let's see. Let's see, to make sure I have the colors I need, so... Okay, so I need purple next. I want a dog or a cat. I used to have another dog back then. Her name was Maggie, and every time I came home, she would always jump on me when I came home from school. And my cat Jinx, like, she would just look at her like, yeah, that dog is crazy. I ain't going over there. I mean, I'm not in the mood. Cause Jinx, when I had a cat named Jinx, he looked just like his mother Daisy, but we don't have them anymore because it's been like since I was really little we've had them. Yeah, like Maggie, she was like before you say anything, she was a what was she? Oh yeah, she was a cockapoodle. That's what she was. Like, think of it like Sky from Paw Patrol or something. Which, yeah, I watched that show with my only niece back then when she was much younger than she is now, but still. Now I just need... Okay, now I just need the new colors. I guess I can use, let's see, I guess I can use this color next up. Galvatron rickrolled me again. Oh my god. Doesn't surprise me, Kristen. Like, oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, how was... Oh my god, like... I'm looking at Garatina's stream right here, and it's like over 7.5 hours long. It's like, you're beating your record, dude. Like, oh my god. Aren't you getting an eyesore or something? Because I would get eyesore if I did it that long. How long have I going on for? Oh, almost 2 hours and 13 minutes, jeez. Let's see. I need... Okay, so I just need 4 more colors. Let's see. I think I can use this. I'm actually going to use gold next. What's the harm I can do with gold? Insert golden song here. I'll be like, I will be dreaded number thing back to him. Oh, yeah, just don't do it in my chat. I don't want to hear about the number, please don't. Oh my god, like that, why did I have to do that number? Like, why? I think I should put it right down here, considering that's how I did it. So, I'm just gonna change the boxes a bit. By the way, if anyone's gonna ask, I will do my Valentine's Day videos on the Magical Girl podcast on, that will be on Saturday, so on Friday I'll get the video all ready and done that time when I get to it, because I have pre-tiers the next Magical Girl podcast if anyone's gonna ask me, and yeah, I'm not gonna do any other Magical Girl podcast episodes for the rest of them, because I have to catch up with Arina Tonomura's shows with Full Moon and Phantom Thief Jean, but I want to do Phantom Thief Jean first and then Full Moon, because Full Moon, oh my god, I'm gonna cry over that series. I know I am. And I haven't even seen it. I've just only heard about the premise, and after watching Dora Maney's video, I'm just here saying, oh my god, I really know I'm gonna cry. Because that series is... You have to be in the right mood for it to watch it, but I wouldn't call it dark, but it does talk about heavy subjects, I'll say. Let's see, what can I use? Hold on. Oh yeah, I need, let me use teal next. Might head out. I'll see you all later. Alright, see ya, Webs. I'm glad you could make it. Let's see here. Actually, after this, maybe I'll type down the names of the powers they have, so then I'll have them ready for myself. But, after that, I think I'll call it a day after that for my stream, because I know I can't react to any thanks to YouTube from yesterday, and I'm not gonna get over that. Let's see. The next one I need is... I'm gonna use this color next. Okay. I'll have to look it up on Google Lens to see what color that is. No, Flammy, I won't do the number on your chat. Thank you, because I don't want anyone to do that to me. I don't want anyone doing that number or the other number that's something to do with, even though they said it's a God's number, they said it's a Hell's number. I don't really know what to say. But here's the thing. Originally, and I don't know if I want to do this or not, but I want to try to do the Jose Marathon on my channel because I want to try and do, like, talk about the Jose anime that I had in my first list I've ever done on my channel. I don't know if I want to do that, like, or anything, but I'll have to see when the time comes, considering that, yeah, I mean, if anything, I really want to do something like that. Let's see, I need a nice pink here, so I need a nice pink to... let's see, where's... I need a nice pink for the last one. I think this will do the trick. Thank you for loving the colors, Kristen. Because I love color. Ever since I was a kid, colors always fascinated me for a long time. I think it was in kindergarten when I was fascinated to them. Because I always had a box of crayons, and every time I wanted a new box of crayons, I always begged my folks to give me another box of crayons just so I can color all the colors I had. Alright, so here are all the colors, and yeah, these are all the colors I'm going to be using for each of the characters. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure that they're all lined up, okay? Right. But yeah, these are the colors I have so far. So these are all 26 of them, and I'll just read all the colors. So I have white, seafoam green, maroon/burgundy, cobalt or sky blue, chartreuse, indigo, magenta, periwinkle, red, blue, black, brown, orange, turquoise, yellow, gray, green, pink, violet, purple, tan, gold, let's see, coral, teal, let's see, what's that called? Lavender. I'm just gonna call it lavender. I don't care. And there's also I will have to think of what this pink is called because there's a lot of pinks that I've seen, but one of the least favorite pinks I don't care for is baby pink. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna probably put down the names of these powers so then they'll be ready for me when I want them. But yeah, and after that I'll probably tune off after that for now because I need to get working on the upcoming video or something like that for. But I want to watch the rest of the show first before I do the video because I'm gonna finish the show like I have a few, like I don't have that much to watch. I'm on episode 8 and it only has 13 episodes, so yeah, not that long, and that's why. Oh, hey Noah. Let's see. I'll have to put their symbols in when I get the chance then. Let's see, philosophy. Shamrock. I'm gonna call it Shamrock or something like that because that's what Ezekiel uses as his kin's power. But like I said, when I get to the boxes inside, I'm gonna add their symbol in there, so then that way it'll be much easier. But I'll probably do that behind the scenes then, if anything. Let's see. burgundy. And wait, I forgot to get the font. Alright. Actually, I need to make this a little lighter. There we go. So that way it won't be too dark to see. What's that? Oh, no, I have to make it on 20. Alright, there we go. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, I'll also make the characters for these here when I get the chance, because I have plans to make what the characters look like. I just need to do them on Moon's Closet and Bat Doll, so I can add them onto on here. Let's see, what should I use for blue? I think I should use this one. And put it on lobster font, because that's what I use for a lot of my writings. Let's see. Thread, okay. Now I just need chartreuse. Yeah, I don't have a chartreuse, but I'm gonna make the most of it. Let's see. I have to see which one looks good though. Let's see. I don't want to make it yellow. I have a character that is yellow. It wouldn't hurt if I did that. I think that looks good. I'm gonna do acid right there. Alright, bubbles I need. Actually, I'm gonna use that one. Let's see. I think that should do right there. And now for this color, plasma. I need. Is that? Yes, 120. Yeah, just to make sure. All right. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna be logging off after that, so that way it'll be it won't drag on too long the stream. So yeah. But hopefully I can do more Flamingo's writing streams. Because I need to stop doing 2 per year. That's my biggest gripe I have with my Flamingo's writings. I know I want to do chillaxing streams, but I want to try to do some things for myself as well. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes for the record. Let's see, heart. almost 2.5 hours. Oh my god. Let me see. Alright, I need to... There we go. Now I need water for this here. I need to make sure it's even. That's why I want the... Alright. Okay, now I can do wind. How's it looking black? Actually, I'm gonna put air in here and such, so I'm just gonna actually no, I'm not gonna convolute it that much, but maybe I should put magma on here so that we, yeah. That would be earth. Yeah, I'm almost halfway done, and then I'll log off then if the... Fire. Alright, now I can do the other half. Now I just need to do lightning next. Actually, yeah. There we go. I said ice, I didn't need that word. Since she's always controlling more of the grass, I'm just gonna say that for now. I think I'm gonna, probably, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it or not. Maybe I'll do another Flamingo's writing stream next month or so, because I have no idea what's gonna happen. Because I know it's gonna, like, this month, I know I'm gonna be doing, my Magical Girl podcast, but for the rest of the month, I'm not so sure what's gonna happen, so I can't really confirm that. I'm gonna double color. Actually, it's just to make sure that they're the same number and how I type them. Alright, I'm almost done. Let's see, sanity, okay. Alright. Put a little higher. Now I just need gold in here. Let's see, healing. Alright. Alright, let's heal. poison. Two more and then I'll be wrapping up then. And finally, the other one, flowers. All right, that should do it. So, I think that's all I'm going to be doing for today's live stream. So, any questions before I end it off here? As Maddie would say in his live stream. Because the next live stream, I don't know if I'll be doing it this month, because I want to do more Flamingo's writing streams. I just don't know when exactly, but hopefully I can do more of them, because I want to do more Flamingo's writing so I can show you guys how I do my book covers and other such, because I need to stop doing 2 per year. That's really one of my biggest gripes when it comes to doing these here. So I guess that's all there is for now, and I really appreciate anyone who's been watching the stream, which I do apologize again for making this one part of it was muted the entire time, so yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have for now, and well, I'll see you all next time, and hopefully on Saturday I can get the Valentine's Day podcast ready for you guys. So yeah, I'll see you all around, and as always, stay Flamingo-tastic. I'll see you all later.